Hi guys, this is Inje. In this video, I'd like to solve problem 22. So for the first diagram, we can assume that h of e to the power of j omega equals to this one. Then, when omega equals to 0, we can get the value equals to 0, and omega equals to 1, the value equals to 1.2. So diagram 1 corresponds to frequent response 7. So for the second diagram, we can assume that hz equals to this one. And we can assume that r equals to 0.8 and theta equals to 0.4 pi. So we know that it could be frequency response 1 and the frequency response 5. And we also noticed that diagram 5 and diagram 2 are similar. But at peak, the magnitude is different, and the magnitude of diagram 2 is greater than the magnitude of diagram 5. So we can know that the frequency response 5, which is bigger at peak, corresponds to diagram 2. So diagram 5 corresponds to 1. So let's see the third diagram. We can see from the diagram that the resonant peak happens at a lower frequency. So it could only be frequency response 4. So for the diagram 4, we can assume that h of e to the power of j omega equals to this one. So when omega equals to pi, we have the value of 0. So it could only be frequency response 6. So for diagram 7 and 8, they are similar. So we can assume that h7 ej omega equals to this one. And h8 of e to the power of j omega equals to this one. So when omega equals to 0, we can get the value h7 equals to 2.5 and h8 2.5 equals to 5. So they corresponds to frequent response 3 and 8. Now we already determined seven diagrams, so let's see which one is the rest. So the rest is 2. So we can know that diagram 6 corresponds to diagram 2. That's it.